exactly the opposite. Xing. This is the word. That's the proper way of writing it. Okay. So this part actually is connected. Okay. So 斜 xi ye 斜 means deviation. Deviation from righteousness. Therefore, it means evil. Okay, evil. Yeah. And lead to, that means 则. If your heart is evil, then what happens? What that gonna lead to? 邪 again. Evil. 道 道 way. Okay, path. Okay. 心 邪 则 邪 道 心邪则邪道 心邪则邪道 When your heart is evil, then your way is also going to be evil. All the things that you along the way, whatever you will be carrying out as your conduct is all going to be belong to the evil conducts. Just like what I said, if you have the righteousness in your heart, 心正 have no motivation of selfishness, lust and desire, and jealousy, of greed, all the, deceptions, right? All those evil thoughts. You have this wonderful thoughts of being, filial piety to the parents, be loyal to your top leaders, and to practice virtue, and to be compassionate to your fellow human beings, and to be always peaceful, and always be humble, to listen to others, and you have this righteous faith, to follow the truth, and therefore everything you do is going to be very righteous. Okay, so 心正者正道，心邪则邪道. This is a very fundamental for human beings to remember, just at the moral level. But spiritual level, I also want to again, bring some insight about 正 and 邪. As I already mentioned in the introduction part, what means 正? 正 means whatever you do is following the law of the universe. The law of the universe created everything in the human world, everything in the universe, for every living being in the universe. Each living beings already are given a script, a principle, of operational mode to do what you're supposed to do. I give you an example. The cell of the skin need to behave like a skin cell. The cell of the heart need to behave like the heart cell. Do you know what I mean? The cell in the brain has to be a good neuron and be a good, component of the brain. Only when they all each follow their true identity and do what they are designed to do as part of the whole universe, that's called 正. And so when you don't do the right thing, then that's called evil. In the frontier life science, if the cell, which is supposed to be a skin cell, suddenly want to have total freedom and power, and want to travel all over the body and have a tour and go eat whatever it wants to eat, become very powerful, and even thinking want to be immortal, never die, guess what kind of cell it is? Cancer cell. Okay. Cancer cell is a good example of evil. It refuses to follow the law. It outsmarts the law. And it escapes all the surveillance of our immune system too. It violates all levels of natural law for a skin cell. And it starts to travel all over the place. It's called a metastasis. Wherever they travel, they stay there and they make a big camp out of it. And they consume lots of energy. They grow a big mass. That's called a malignant cancer metastasis. Ultimately, it kills the whole body. That's why the universe will not allow a person who's evil and do things against the law of the universe to exist. Because your very existence is going to threaten the very life of the universe. That's why the universe will eliminate you. Just like our body, the moment there is a cancer cell start to behave, our immune system catches it and get rid of it. Okay? So that's why, as a human being, we must know what it is, 正, what is 邪. And therefore we need to know the law of the universe. The law of the universe manifesting into the human world is called a morality. That's why human beings must learn morality, must learn moral principles. Every student from K to 12 in the public school, every student in the private school, in the charter school, in the home school, must learn what is 正, what is 邪, what a human being is supposed to behave. If a human being doesn't recognize 正 and 邪, that's not a human. That is a cancer cell of the universe will be eliminated sooner or later. So it is appropriate for this moral class to replace the one about Sangang. Because when you say Sangang, people say, oh, you know, that's old doctrines, outdated. We don't want to learn about it. But if we say that, as long as a human being, you need to recognize what's 正 and what's 邪. Otherwise, you will be eliminated by the universe like a cancer cell to the body. Then, I think our audience will truly recognize the critical importance of learning human morality.